Okay, I'm going to make this really quick because I forgot to press the record button the first time. We're talking about Paul Burgess being interviewed over on the Wizard World show. The wizard is the guy with the beard and the Christian cross. Is he a Christian? I don't know. Don't look like one to me. Who can tell? Guy at the bottom is Electrodoc or something. I watched for 45 minutes and I couldn't take any more, to be honest. Anyhow, right, first, some news. You'll see on the right in the comments that Richard and Rogue left a comment. The person commenting there is actually Rogue. She's currently in hospital on a drip. I believe it's stress related. I just chatted to her and let her know that I was watching. I watch lots of stuff, yeah. So she's in hospital, and where's Richard? Richard is in Alicante, Spain. Why, I don't know. Perhaps he felt he needed to get away from it all. Okay, I'm going to tell you the good bits that Paul said first, and then I'll tell you about the rest. First of all, he was full of super praise for Richard Taylor and Rogue, who we wish a speedy recovery. And I love you too, Rogue. Change the lipstick to pink, though. Then it'll be the same as my wife's. No, that's a joke, guys. No impropriety here. Yeah, he was fair play for Paul. He was full of super praise for Richard and Rogue, who have done sterling work in Wales. I think he used the word that they were dynamos, and they really were. And we miss them, and I hope we can get them back. Do I want Paul Burgess back? No, I think he's a liability, to be honest. Okay, now let's talk about the interview itself. First of all, why should you listen to Paul Burgess? Well, he's brilliant. He is brilliant. He tells you that himself in the first couple of minutes that he's brilliant. Why should you listen to him? Well, because he was the highest paid and the youngest something or other ever, yeah. And then he talks about the climate change and climate change and climate change. Oh, and then he mentioned something about climate change. By then I was nodding my head, and I can understand why the people he spoke to at the college didn't say anything back. Otherwise, it's his bee in his bonnet. Advanced UK is just something to push his own private agenda. He says that he's never been sort of interested in politics, and yet a quick search finds out that he was involved in the Britain First movement, UKIP, Reform, and now Advance. Yeah, it's always push his agenda. So then I went and checked some scientific papers where people are having a go at him. Some of what he says, I believe, some of it not so much. To be honest, I had my doubts about Paul Burgess when I first came across him in one of the Welsh groups. And I think he was saying that chemtrails weren't real. Well, he doesn't obviously live anywhere near where I live, because I quite often watch the aircraft playing noughts and crosses in the sky. And I'm under the flight path from the UK to America, and normally the traffic only goes two ways. Some days, though, there's lots of planes playing noughts and crosses, and I clean whatever it is they spray in off the garden furniture. I keep meaning the next time they do it to take a sample and send it off. So yeah, I know the difference between contrails and chemtrails, Paul. Yeah, so there was that. Anyhow, he then proceeded to tell us about basically everything he said in that statement I put out in the other video about him. He just repeated that, and you can go check that there. Before telling us what was wrong with the country and how we could solve the economy. Well, he could solve everything, actually. He is brilliant. Don't forget that. He is brilliant because he told us he was. Yeah, yeah. And then finally, he decided to go into a tirade against basically Ben Habib, Advance UK, the people in Advance UK, um, insulted our intelligence for being unable to see it. Uh, it was all just too much for me. I had to give up after about 45 minutes, guys. Should you watch it? Well, I don't know. I think I'd rather go paint that kitchen wall the wife has been on about and watch that dry than have to watch that again. Yeah. Okay, guys, that was my take on it. Some of you don't like it. Not much I can do. I know Paul has got his fans. I saw it in the comments there. Yeah. But I'm just going to tell you the way I see things. Feel free to disagree with me. You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow. See you on the next one.